Okay, so today we have Devo and Girl You Want, and he wants down, and I think he's having a burp. Anyway, Girl You Want, and less than a 3-minute song here. We got the video too, and it's been almost 2 years since I last reacted to Devo, which is unacceptable, and finally we're coming back to them now. So let's get into it, talk about it after. We are Devo, so let's go. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know you're headed for the pleasure burn, but the words get stuck on the tip of your tongue. She's a real thing, but you knew it all along. She's just a girl. She's just a girl, the girl you want. She's just a girl. She's just a girl.
Love the pausing.
Look at you with your mouth watering. Look at you with your mind spinning. Why don't we just admit it's all over? She's just the girl you want. She's just the girl.
Ooh.
She's just the girl you want. She's just the girl. She's just the girl you want. She sings from somewhere you can't see. She sits in the top of the greenest tree. She sends out an aroma of undefined love. It drips on down in a mist from above. She's just a girl. She's just a girl, the girl you want.
You can't help but move.
She's just a girl. She's just a girl, the girl you want. Look at you with your mouth watering. Look at you with your mind spinning. Why don't we just admit it's all over? She's just the girl you want. She's just a girl. She's just a girl, the girl you want. She's just a girl. She's just a girl, the girl you want. She's just a girl. She's just a girl, the girl you want. She's just a girl. She's just a girl.
He didn't say the girl you want again. What the hell? All right, so there you go. Devo and Girl You Want. Oh, gosh. I like Devo. Maybe I love Devo, perhaps, as well. I got to say, Devo, and again, this is my third reaction I've ever done to them. Of course, I've heard Whip It, so I've heard that song too. But they're just like the epitome of fun. Watching them dance, watching them be so quirky and kind of satirical, you would say as well. And I got to say one thing as well. Raise the old finger. I don't know what the hell that's about. But with I don't know. But with the song, it follows some of the, the modern rock, not modern, but modern at this time, 1980, rock and roll tropes. And, it fits in with the time there, with the rise of new wave and all this stuff. And Devo was, perfect in that. Devo was ahead of their time, there, still there too. And you could still hear that in this song. But what I like is that, it follows some of the same rock and roll tropes. If you've never heard of Devo, if you've never heard Devo at all, you would probably still like this song. This might be a song where you're like, oh, I like this song, but, maybe I won't like Whip It or whatever the hell. Because it's not that crazy. It's kind of low key. It's almost laid back in a way, which is kind of nuts. But I don't know. Maybe it's just because my headphones weren't as loud. I don't know. But yeah, so it's just, I don't know, laid back in a way. And it's kind of a normal song, you might say, in a way, for Devo. But and I'm not the biggest Devo connoisseur, but from things I've heard anyway, people have told me. Yeah, so it's kind of normal in that way, but it still has the Devo spin on it. Again, like I said, it's so quirky from the get-go, the guitar riff, and that memorable and slick guitar riff, might I add as well. A mighty guitar riff, good lord, and just throughout the whole thing. And there's a keytar on in the video there, but I was looking at the personnel. I didn't see a keytar in the personnel, but either way, I mean, it was in the video. But yeah, just the work between those two instruments anyway. And obviously, the keys are integral to the song here as well. I like the pausing, the effect, I don't know, but just how effective the pausing was here, especially for Mark's vocals. You know, she's just a girl, the girl you want. It's just so catchy. And I like the comment I saw on the video here that it's about as catchy as the plague. I don't know why that got to me. I've never heard that before, but yeah, I agree. It just gets stuck in your head. And again, it's like I said, I just love how it's kind of sounds not, you know, normal, whatever the fuck. But it's Devo, and it still has their breath of fresh air on it. And again, from the get-go with Mark putting his head down, he's got the dome on, and you know it's Devo all over, unless you know, you don't watch the video. But yeah, and I love in the video there too, all the girls in the audience that I did see one, you know, close up of a guy, I would say, who was dressed as a girl, which is fun. I mean, no, you know, I don't mind whatever they want to do. And so that was fun. And again, it's just so funny. I feel like Devo always had fun with whatever they were doing, especially with their videos too. And as well, I just like how it's almost, I guess, I don't know if their goal was to do that, but I mean, what I thought it was, of course, the Beatles or whatever on Ed Sullivan. You had all the girls in the audience screaming. You didn't hear them screaming in this, but just all the girls going nuts for Devo here, and I love that. And again, I don't know if their girls did go nuts for them like this, but again, I think that might be the joke. But yeah, and I'm glad Devo is kind of more. I feel like almost looked at more, you know, better now, whatever. I mean, they're not just remembered as a one-hit wonder, even though I don't think they were at all. That's, you know, just anyway, you know, Devo is kind of getting more recognition, as they should. And, cause, you know, like I've seen so many comments, you know, they're more than just Whip It. And I even know, I knew more about, or I knew about Mark Mothersbaugh work, and I didn't even know it when I was a kid, because of course, again, he was composed on so many films and TV shows and TV films. I mean, goddamn, I grew up watching Halloween Town almost every day. So and he was doing the music, Jesus Christ. But anyway, so yeah, I just like all that. And I also wanted to say, and I did see on Wikipedia too after it came to mind, and I was like, okay, so I'm not out of my mind. So when I was hearing the melody here, the pausing, maybe the guitar work as well, I was like, what does this remind me of? It reminds me of a song. And I thought of My Sharona by the Knack. And I was like, it's not like a carbon copy or anything, but just, again, the guitar work at some points, I was like, it kind of reminds me of the Knack anyway. So I did see here on Wikipedia, it just says, Girl You Want was allegedly inspired by the song My Sharona by the Knack. And of course, this song here came out in 1980. My Sharona came out in 1979, so the year before that. It says, although Devo bassist and co-writer Gerald Casale, I do believe is how you pronounce it, has denied this claim. But I just wanted to say, I mean, that's what came to my head. I was just like, what is it? You know, what the hell am I thinking of? And then I was like, My Sharona, and I see that, and I said, well, goddamn, there you go. But anyway, and again, so many people talk about love. So many bands talk about lusting and unrequited love. And again, this has Devo's spin on it. Of course, yeah, it seems like, yeah, they're going after somebody. They ache for this girl. All this guy does is all he does is for her, whether she knows it or not, and whether she wants to be with him or not. But I mean, again, he just so infatuated with this girl anyway, and I don't know. Again, it just has Devo's little spin on it, and I really enjoyed that. And we'll get to the lyrics soon, but I didn't want to just do the personnel just because why the hell not? So of course, and this is for the whole album of Freedom of Choice. Yes, that this record or this song was on. It actually starts off the record, and that's quite the bouncy and lively start, even though again I did say it kind of is relaxing at the same point. Somehow that's what came to my mind. But I didn't really mention, but Mark's voice, just again, as I'm thinking, I'm talking too much, but I just want to say, I mean, he has one of the most unique voices I've ever heard. It's almost like you want to say like nasally or high pitched, and just how fast the words escape his mouth. I mean, and unintelligible he was at points too. And it's just, I don't know, it's so quirky. Again, quirky's the word of the day, I guess. Quirky's the word for Devo. And I just love it. But anyway, Mark, like I said, on vocals, and again, this is for the whole album, so either way, this might not all be on what the song was, but anyway, vocals, keyboards, guitar was from Mark. Gerald, of course, like I was talking about, vocals, bass guitar, keyboards as well. Bob Mothersbaugh also is on vocals and lead guitar here. And again, the lead guitar was just phenomenal on the track. Bob Casale, I forgot that there's Gerald Casale, Bob Casale, Bob Mothersbaugh, Mark Mothersbaugh. I forgot these people were related. My goodness. Anyway, Bob was on rhythm guitar and keyboards and vocals, backing vocals, I guess, for this song you would say. And Alan Myers on drums, the only one that's not a Casale or a Mothersbaugh. My goodness. But anyway, I loved his drumming too. Like I said, I feel like he was effective with the pausing as well, and he was noticeable too at points. I mean, not pounding or whatever, but you could hear him very well throughout the track as well. And almost hollow drumming or something I want to say. But let me go into these lyrics. And like I was talking about, I mean, it's kind of it's a love song in a way, a yearning song anyway. And we've heard so many of them, but never like this with Devo. She sings from somewhere you can't see. And like I said, his words are almost unintelligible, but he's doing so many alliterations and all this. And I'm like, what the hell is he saying? Anyway, but here we go. She sings from somewhere you can't see. She sits on the top of the greenest tree. She sends out an aroma of undefined love. It drips on down in a mist from above. And again, I mean, this guy's just infatuated with this girl. I mean, the lyrics don't seem that complex. I like the detail in them still, but again, it's not too hard to understand everything, that this guy's just enamored with this girl. And, she sends out an aroma of undefined love. I mean, again, the love is undefined, but this guy seems to be pretty in love with her. And it drips on down in a mist from above. I mean, of course, she's above from, I would say, this guy, the narrator, anyway, in the song. She's just the girl. She's just the girl you want. Again, I just love how kind of nonchalant that is, but at the same time, how integral it is. It's so weird. Just what's saying, she's just the girl you want, again. So it is very important. I mean, she is just more than just a girl or just the girl. I feel like the is a very important thing there, instead of just saying she's just a girl. She's the girl for me. My goodness. And then we go into the second verse. You hear a crew calling everywhere you turn. I just love his delivery. You're headed for the pleasure burn, but the words get stuck on the tip of your tongue. Obviously, I mean, my God, if this guy's going to try to go up to this girl to talk, he's going to be stuttering, probably. She's the real thing, but you knew it all along. Again, he's known she's the real thing, but you knew it all along. He knew this girl was the one, I guess you would say, and is real, and everything about her is great from the moment he must have saw her, and, just couldn't take his eyes off her. I mean, I'm just going off the top of my head, but I mean, yeah, I feel like, again, it's not too hard to understand what Mark is trying to convey here. But the chorus comes in once more. Again, catchy like the plague. Pause for a drink there, but we have the post-chorus now. Look at you with your mouth watering. Look at you with your mind spinning. Why don't we just admit it's all over? She's just the girl you want. Oh, my goodness gracious. And just what comes to my head is I'm picturing a cartoon character, eyes bulging out, tongue hanging out, mouth watering, everything. And he's, just the heart beating, outside of the chest and all this stuff. I mean, this guy's just so all over this girl. He wants to be anyway. And his mind spinning, of course, yes, mouth watering. Why don't we just admit it's all over? And when that, I think about that line, what comes to my head is just that you're never going to get this girl. Why don't we just admit, this is a pipe dream? Why don't we just admit that you can't keep your composure? It's all over for you anyway, for this guy, whatever. So that comes to mind too. But anyway, she's just the girl you want. And he really wants her. Jesus. The chorus comes in again. We have the guitar solo. And I like how they go back to the first verse there, and he just goes off again. I just love Mark's quirkiness again coming through, and then we end off with post-chorus and then the chorus, and again, she's just the girl you want. And just love how they went about the song, how they wrote it. Seems like maybe it came to mind quickly. I don't know. That's just the way it reads. That's what comes to mind. Unless it took forever to write. I don't know. But yeah, just such an easy listen. Devo all over. Hard to say for me. But at the same point, like I've hammered home already. But it sounds like a great rock little song, poppy as hell. But again, it's got that breath of fresh air that Devo could only provide. So anyway, I guess that's all I gotta say. So thanks for watching. Thanks for watching me finally come back to Devo, and leave your requests, comments, whatever you want to say down below, and I appreciate that. So anyway, thanks for everything. Thanks for watching, subscribing, liking, commenting, and I'll talk to you guys again soon.